Filthy bastard, you. No, I tell you, it's been such a great night tonight, and I'm enjoying it. We've got some great acts, and it's great to be at a gig where you get proper eye contact. Alright, not that much love. Fuck it now. Someone's going to be following me home tonight. Hopefully. I was doing this gig the other night, and pretty much where you were sitting was... No, well, you weren't there, obviously. Maybe. No, there's this woman sitting where you were, and I was going through my set, and I was killing it. Oh, fucking amazing I was, kind of. And she wasn't giving me eye contact, and it was proper weird. Like, but I could hear her bad-mouthing me. It wasn't you, was it? No. And she was proper going for it. Now, a good comedian, just leave it. But I'm not a good comedian. I thought, I'm gonna tackle this bitch. I'm gonna sort this one out. So I walked to the end of the stage. Oh, God. I leaned over, I thought, right. Mum, fuck off, would ya? Fucking hell, what you like? What you like? Thank you. Oh dear, bless. But I've got to tackle the elephant in the room, and I've got to be careful when I say that, because the other week this woman ran onto stage and tackled me. Fucking mum, so embarrassing, isn't she? But no, basically what it is, my name is Big D Archer. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Fuck yeah! My name's Big D Archer, and it was a nickname given to me by my mum. Oh, so it must be a lovely name.
That's me then.
Fuck off. You're probably wondering what does the D stand for? Now I can assure you it's not diabetes, it's not dyslexia, because I can't spell that fucking word. So basically it stands for disappointment. Oh. I know, but that's my mum. That's my mum. That's my mum. Out of all her children, I'm the most disappointing. I wouldn't mind, but I'm an only child. It's a pain in the ass, I can't believe it. She's never got over the fact that I tried to put her into a home. Right, I know what you're thinking, she's too young, but I stand by what I said that night. That was the nicest cat shelter I've ever been to. It really was. Now, I do love my mum in a way, and she comes from the land down under, not Australia, hell. It's true. And I get all my best features from my mum, and I'm not talking about the facial beard. She's an attractive lady. I'm talking about these bad boys here. My Grant and Phils, my Man Melons, my Him Hills. You know what I mean, sir? Have a feel if you want, maybe later. Fucking hell! I pulled. Well, I'm married, but it's open, okay? But no, it was great. And, you know, when I was a little child, I dreamt of the day when I could finally grab a set of tits. And who would finally understand that years and years of eating KFC, I'd have my own pair. Yeah. It's great. A woman in the audience the other night was like, why do you always bring yourself down? I said, that's not me, that's gravity, love. Right? It's not me. Now my mum, bless her, she wanted to make up for the way she treats me, so she bought me a gift. A gift! What kind of gift would it be? It was a bra. Fucking bra. I was impressed, I was thankful, because to be fair, it's the only support she's ever given me. Hey! Fuck it, I loved it. And I'm going to tell you something that happened today, and it's genuinely blown me away. I had a phone call that I was kind of dreading this morning. It was a phone call from my grandma, right? And it was basically my granddad of 103 years of age was still alive. Still alive! I know they say the good die young, but this man sold crash helmets to kamikaze pilots. He's going to live forever. Fucking hell, I can believe it. He wakes up every morning to fight to the local government that's tried to steal all his benefits over the years. If he could, he would phone Boris Johnson up every morning just to say, I'm fucking still alive, mates. Good on ya. You know, you try to take my heating allowance away from me, but don't worry, when I'm dead, I'll be warm enough, I can assure you. But don't worry, I won't be alone down there, because soon enough, Boris, you'll be down with me. And I'm going to kick your ass. Good on you, Grandad, I say. But his mind is starting to go a bit now, because he phoned me up the other day. He goes, disappointment. Yes, that's me, Grandad. He says, listen, there's someone in my house. I said, there's someone in your house? What are they doing? Well, they're going round and tidying up and cleaning things. Sick bastards. Oh, I said, what do they look like? He goes, well, she's old, grey and really wrinkly as fuck. I said, that's Grandma. Really? I thought after all these years I could have done better. Oh, cheers, Grandad. You know, he's a funny guy. He phoned me up basically to tell me he needed to go to the doctors because after all these years on Earth, he could no longer get an erection. Terrible. I didn't want to have to think at that time of the day about my granddad's flaccid penis just flopping in the wind there. But it's basically, I said to him, listen, at your time of life, your whole body is wrinkled as fuck. Your whole body is ribbed for grandma's pleasure. Just stick anything in that hole, it'll be fine. Oh! I said, that image is in your mind. Oh, Grandad, thank you. So I didn't know what to say, so I said, listen, he's telling me it's never going to be hard again. I said, it will be hard again, because when you die, rigor mortis will set in. Oh, that's so bad, but fuck it. And listen, basically what it was is, my granddad, he was born and raised in Gloucester. Yay! Whittington Road there, over the way there. And every time I speak to him, he always brings up the same conversation about the fact that local celebrity, dodgy builder and murderer, Fred West, oh, this is going to be so bad, started on his extension and never finished it. And every time I go over to him, he always tells me the same story over and over again. And I try and explain, I say, Grandad, you do know he got convicted of, murdering people and he's in prison. Typical builder. No, Grandad! No, you don't understand. He's in prison. He ain't coming up. My granddad still thinks he's going to turn up one day to finish it. No, Granddad, you don't understand. He's dead. He's died. He died in prison. Oh dear. My granddad said the best thing. My granddad turns around and goes, I wonder if his wife passed on any of those messages I gave her. Well, funny enough, she had a lot on her plate at the time. My granddad's like, well, he could at least passed on to a mate of his. What, Harold Shipman? Dr. Harold Shipman? Yeah. My granddad's like, I don't trust doctors, they're all out to kill you. Well, you might be right there, Granddad. And then he ended the conversation perfectly, because he left with a comment saying, it's a shame, really. He did a cracking job on my patio. Oh, Grandad! Hey! Listen, my name's Big Dash. I am happily married. Woo! Yay. She's dead! No, I'm only joking. I'm a big believer, if you truly love someone, you should hold on to them. Don't fuck off! That's alright. I don't need you. Just like my dad. Walk out on me! Don't film that, that's depressing! There we are. Cheers! But basically, I'm strongly, if you truly love someone, you should hold on to them. Hold on to me. Ooh, a bit greasy, but it's alright.
As soon as he goes to the toilet, you crack onto his girlfriend.
I'm in there. You got to hold on to that person, haven't you? That's why my wife's locked in the basement. And I hear her sometimes in the basement. She's there telling people that she's trapped in a loveless marriage, which upsets me. Because I paid good money for that soundproofing. I did. My wife's got the best nickname for me. Oh, I love it. She calls me her rolling pin. Oh yeah. No, it's not that sad to say. Basically, whenever we have sex and I'm there rolling over her, she always says she gets a lot thinner and a lot flatter. Bastard. Now, when it comes to marriage, and you basically get 3 attempts, 3 chances, 3 strikes, and you're out when it comes to embarrassment. Am I right, ladies? Oh, there's a lot of yeah. And I'm going to tell you about my 3 now. And it's going to... I have issues. I don't know if you noticed that. I'm a comedian. I have issues. I say the wrong thing at the wrong time. All right? And it's an illness. It's a sickness that we all have. So when these things happen, I know it's not my fault. It's like a disability. That's why I park closer next to Tesco's. Right? So the other week, we went to a lovely restaurant, a real classy restaurant, a bit like Wagamama's or Wetherspoons or shit. Right? and the idea was we sat down for this lovely meal. And the waitress comes over and she tells us the chef's specials. So I'm sitting there all calm, waiting to hear, and for the mains, the chef has a free bird roast. That sounds nice, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. So I was like, oh, that sounds nice. So then she goes, oh, well, for dessert, the chef has spotted dick. And then I pause for a second, I'm thinking, is this food related or the chef's dirty weekend away? All right, no, my wife's like, shut up, let's let her talk. And my wife's like, what's your seafood like? Well, the waitress goes, well, the chef's got nice crabs. So, oh, really? I bet he has. I thought, cut the shit here now, right? What's the soup of the day? Cock-a-leaky. I bet it is after all that, you dirty bastard. So my wife's elbowing me, telling me to shut up, shut up, shut up. So I order the food. Now when it comes to dessert, the waitress goes, what would you like for dessert? And I'm like, whatever the chef has not touched. And the waitress, quick as the bell goes, I'll fetch his wife then. Oh! Strike one, you're out of there. Anyway, so I was trying. Now, but sometimes it can be really innocent stuff. Like I popped down the local cat shelter with the wife, you know, just to see what it was like for my mum. And basically, we went and met this lovely lady at reception, and she goes, "What are you doing here?" Now, any normal person would be quite polite about that, but I thought, no, I'm here for the pussy. Oh, the wife was so embarrassed. Basically, the wife and the cat shelter got me on the same pussy band now, so it's a shame. So that's strike two. I'm not doing too well here, so I've got to kind of keep it together. And then I got banned for life from West Midlands Safari Park. Now, this is a horrible story. It's a sadly, slightly true story, but what happened was I ran into a zebra in West Midlands Safari Park. It wasn't my fault. It came out in front of me, right? The wife and the kids were screaming, but the thing was, the zebra got up and walked away. It was fine, but my wife's kicking off. I was like, listen, it's fine. It's nothing to worry about. Try and explain that to the the insurance company. This stripy horse bastard just jumped out and bent my Mariva. No. My wife's screaming at me. Listen, my wife's screaming at me. Bad boy, take that. My wife's screaming at me. I said, well, listen, it's not my fault. That zebra should cross the road in the proper places. She's yeah. No, it gets worse. So I said, listen, the zebra got up and it walked away. My wife's like, listen, it's not always as black as white as that. I said, when you hit a zebra in a car, it is always as black and white as that. Sometimes red. But that was strike three, I was out. So I thought, it's Christmas time. I could buy her a gift to make up for everything. So I had to think, what does she like doing at home? You know, what does she really want? And being a man, I came up with the best gift of all. I bought her a really, really, really nice ironing board cover. Do you know what I got? 2 weeks in a travel lodge. Yes, I fucked up. Oh. Yeah. I don't need her. I'm fine. Listen, I've been Big D Archer, and I tell you what, it's been such a good night. I'm going to stay around. I'm going to watch the rest of the acts. I'm going to have a cracking night with you guys as well. Thank you very much. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Big D Archer. I'd like to point out, I've never got on the wrong side of the Big D Archer. And when you see him, you'd never know. You'd never get on the wrong side of him either. Right, what we're going to do now is